Hi Dixons, I'm Adam Clough, Trust Leader for Instruction. In this video we're going to explore the concept of ratio in the classroom, so what it means, why it matters and how you can leverage it to create a more rigorous and joyful learning environment. In an effective classroom, the teacher skillfully balances all tools to keep students thinking, participating and accountable, and the ratios in which we're asking our students to engage with these tools. It's about three key aspects: think ratio, participation ratio, and accountability ratio. So first, let's start with think ratio. This measures how much time students spend in higher order thinking activities like analysing, evaluating, and creating, instead of just passively receiving that information. The more we can engage students in deeper thinking, the higher their participation and the more meaningful their learning becomes. Promoting think ratio is about maximising the depth of student thinking. Simple adjustments like adding thinking time before calling on a student can encourage deeper focus. You would use this thinking time to scan the room, showing students that their engagement is observed, and this creates a culture of attention. When we get thinking time right, we tap into a natural social dynamic known as attention contagion. This means that students tend to mirror their peers' focused attention, and it creates a ripple effect that amplifies that engagement across the room. Second, we have participation ratio. Now this measures student involvement in class activities and discussions. High participation means that students are regularly contributing and answering questions and engaging fully. It's about making sure every student is an active participant. To boost participation ratio, small tweaks can make a difference. Cold call questioning is a simple yet effective method that keeps students accountable and therefore thinking and participating. Other strategies can include everybody writes, where you have all students write down their answers before sharing. This ensures everyone is thinking and ready to contribute. You could use turn and talk, so encouraging brief pair discussions before sharing with the class. This also increases engagement and understanding. Call and response gets students to respond in unison to reinforce key concepts. Classroom strategies can and often should be combined to maximise participation. Peps McRae refers to this as stacking strategies. For example, you might get everyone to write down their thoughts before then discussing with a partner, before then sharing via cold call. This has been referred to in the past as think, pair, share. And remember, participation doesn't always mean noise, so silent writing can be a powerful tool for reflection and deep engagement. Finally, accountability ratio reflects how students take responsibility for their learning. Again, techniques like cold call, so posing that question before naming the student, and show call, where student work is shared with the class, ensure that students are always prepared and always attentive, knowing that they could be called upon at any moment. Building ratio in your classroom isn't about adding more work, it's about making the most of every moment. By enhancing students' participation, accountability and thinking time, you create a classroom where every student is engaged in a highly rigorous, successful and joyful environment. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be building more on ratios into our series this year on effective instruction. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to Dixon's Open Source, and here's to building better ratio in your classroom.